Hi, this is Danny from DannyWallacePT.com. This video is the start of a brand new video series that I'm introducing where we take basic exercises that you may already be doing as part of your workouts, and I'm going to show you some advanced variations to mix things up, make your workouts a little bit more interesting, but most importantly we're going to take you outside your comfort zones to challenge you to offer you better results than what your current workout plan is doing. Now, the exercise in the spotlight today is called the plank, and if you're doing this exercise already and you're not exactly sure what it does, let me talk you through. The plank itself is a stabilization exercise that works a deep muscle in the body called the transversus abdominis. This muscle is like the body's natural corset. If you imagine wearing a corset and pulling the drawstrings on the back, the corset would get smaller and constrict the waist. When the transversus abdominis muscle is contracted, it flattens the tummy, pulls in on the waistline, strengthens your back and improves your posture. I'm going to show you 5 variations that work this muscle a little bit more effectively than the standard plank, and also bring the arms and legs into play as well, so we're going to begin toning other areas in the body in addition to the core. Okay, so let's get started with our list. I'm going to show you 5 exercises, and first up we're going to start with an exercise called a plank to forward stretch. Now, with this variation we're going to be getting the arms involved, so you start in a basic plank position and we're going to be taking one arm at a time and stretching right out in front of us, lengthening the fingertips right the way out, tapping the floor, and doing that with alternate arms. The increased stabilization needed through this exercise means that deep corset muscle has a little bit more work to do in addition to working the arms and the shoulders. Plank variation number 2 is called a Gheko Plank. Now, this one's a little bit more challenging because we're going to be working the arms and legs at exactly the same time. From your standard plank position, we're going to be using the shoulder muscles to lift the arm up out to the side, and then we're going to be addressing the glutes and the hamstrings, so we're toning the backside muscles in the back of the legs to lift one leg up off the floor. That's the opposite side leg to the arm that you've lifted. We're going to lift the limbs, pause just for a second, place them back down on the floor, and then repeat on alternate sides. Plank variation number 3 is called a Swiss ball plank. Now, this exercise is going to increase the amount of stabilization needed through the body, so there's more work again going down through the core muscles. The technique itself looks very similar to when you do it on the floor, but this time around we're going to put your elbows on a Swiss ball. We're going to keep the spine nice and neutral, and you're going to be using the core muscle to help keep the ball in a nice stable environment. Plank variation number 4 is my personal favourite. This is called a plank to press. Now, in addition to working the core muscles, we're now getting the upper body muscles working as well, including the triceps, which are the muscles on the back of the upper arm. So if you want to tone up the arms, particularly the back of the arms, this is a great variation to work on. Start in a standard plank position with one hand only. Put the hand on the spot where the elbow sits. Push yourself up onto both hands, lower yourself down on the same side arm that you pushed with, and repeat on the same arm. So if you started pushing with the right, come back down on the right and repeat that until the set is complete, and then change arms at the end of the set. And our 5th and final plank variation is called the side plank. Like the usual plank, this involves no movement this time, but we're going to turn your body so it's at 90 degrees, so we're on your side. From there, we're going to put your elbow underneath the shoulder. We're going to put one foot on top of the other one, and we're going to lift your hips up off the floor. Now, as gravity always pushes downwards when you're on your side, this time our attention is turned to your oblique muscles. These are the muscles on the sides of your waist. They form a bridge between the ribs and the pelvis, and as you lift your hips up off the floor, our target area now isn't just the deep corset muscle in the body, but it's also now the waistline muscles as well. Make sure when you do this exercise you end up repeating it on both sides to get a nice balanced workout on both sides of the body. And that's it. That's our 5 plank variations for today. I hope you found this video interesting, and more importantly, I hope you take away some of these exercises, have a go and do practice. Leave me a comment in the comment section below to let me know how you get on, and let me know which one is your favourite. And if you'd like to see one of your favourite exercises in one of these videos where I can show you some more advanced variations to mix your workouts up and make things a bit more interesting and challenging, do let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.